Team, I want to know, is everybody installed DuStudio in their machines, or anyone is still facing any issues?
Actually, sir, I have changed the system so that I'm getting some issue. And this is Prabhu.
Prabhu, okay. Prabhu, you have to log in into the TechRave website, and from there you can delete your MAC address, the previous machine MAC
Okay.
address, and after that you can able to log in into the new machine through machine.
Okay, sir.
So after this meeting, give me a call so we can fix that issue.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So anybody else? I know, you have still not installed. Okay. Anybody from Bhopal is still facing the issue? Actually, Ram sir wants to know, is everyone is practicing or not? He wants to talk to each one of you. Team, I can't hear anything from that side. Anybody there? Ajay, Hussein, Pankaj?
Sir, Ajay has gone to doctor to check out his eyes.
Okay. So Hussein,
And
Hello.
Pankaj?
No, Pankaj
Kusha?
is not there.
Pankaj is not available. Okay. Kusha?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have installed and slight practice on it.
Okay.
Because for the
आप
latest
TechRave वेबसाइट पे जाओ और वहां जाके अपना मैक एड्रेस लॉगिन करके मैक एड्रेस डिलीट करके लॉगिन करो.
Hello, Lakshman. I am also here.
Okay.
Okay.
Pankaj,
Go to profile.
did you try creating any projects using DuStudio?
Go to profile.
No, actually, I don't get the time to checking right now.
Okay.
Because
929 256.
I was busy in ListenMD.
Delete the MAC address. Yeah.
No,
Now
I
login.
think in his machine the MAC address itself is not displayed. Okay. Can you go to the physical folder? Hold on. Can you go to the physical folder in your machine? Yeah, open the DuStudio folder. And see, there is a file called license info, right? Can you open that file? License info. License info. Yeah, open the file. Yeah, can you remove it?
MAC address.
Remove.
That's the bug, I think.
Yes. Save it. Okay. Can you try logging in now? From your DuStudio? No, it's still not allowing you to log in. Not sure what is the issue. No, he can able to log in through TechRave.
वही लॉगिन यूज कर रहे हो जो TechRave पे है.
It's already saved. Yes.
वही लॉगिन यूज कर रहे हो जो TechRave पे है.
Yes.
Can you give username password?
Password
Username is Singh.
Password. फॉरवर्ड पासवर्ड करेंगे
तुम्हारे पास चाहिए।
सर वो तो उन्हीं का आईडी आएगा उन्हीं को राइट से डेट आता है
Please.
पासवर्ड दिस वन ओके हाँ नीचे है
JDBN username is sing@jdbn.com. And the password is
I think he's getting the same error. Pankaj, is it available in your machine? Pankaj?
there is another user is logged onto this computer. Okay.
नया वाला नहीं पर यहाँ लॉगिन हो रहा है
Let me check.
Okay.
हाँ
Saab, can you try now?
again
Hmm.
हो गया
Yeah. Lakshman, he is logged in.
Okay, what is the issue? Do you know?
I just deleted the MAC address from his login from Tracker.
Okay, great. Okay. Yes, Sagab, can you go to your project? So anybody can guide him how to create a grid view or list using GeoStudio. So anybody gone through the video what we did in the last week? Anybody tried?
डिलीट कर दिया
लास्ट में प्रोजेक्ट निकालो सर कौन सा था आपके सिस्टम पे था
नहीं यार ये पुराना
वो नीरज सर के उस पे है
ये से
नीरज सर के सिस्टम पे उन दो वाला वो प्रोजेक्ट अपडेट कर लो आपके यहाँ से
ये ना मैंने बनाया लाइक डेमो 1 डेमो 2 दिन ड्यू डेमो
लास्ट वाला कौन सा प्रोजेक्ट
ये वो मेरे पास है
इसमें होगा लिस्ट में
लिस्ट में टेस्ट प्रोजेक्ट जीडी के नहीं कौन सा
प्रभु तुम देख रहे हो उसको बना रहे
जी
हो?
सर
प्रभु नए प्रोजेक्ट से शुरू करो पूरा ग्रिड व्यू बना के बताओ
ओके सर
ऐसे ही करके तो उसमें वहां देखते हैं अपन ने क्या सीखा है तो
अच्छा सर नया वाला लेटेस्ट वाला बनाना है ठीक है सर ऊपर चलो
नया प्रोजेक्ट लेके पूरा बनाते हैं
ओके सर
Yeah, Prabhu, create a new project, new system, new project, and then import the
Right.
entity and create a grid view.
शुरू से पूरा का पूरा बनाते हैं, एक उसमें पूरा समझ में आएगा ये कितना किया अपन।
Demo.
System being already accessed.
अपना डेटाबेस है आपके पास?
डेटाबेस यूज SAM,
सर के सिस्टम से डेटाबेस होगा सर?
use campaign database.
US campaign.
There is a campaign database. See, there is a campaign database, CFMS database. You can use that one.
यार कहाँ से एंटिटी
क्या
कहाँ
नाम
से?
डालो? क्या नाम?
No, you need to add an entity, right? Import an entity.
From exit, okay. कौन सा MySQL?
MySQL, MS SQL, MySQL, yes. Schema name is what?
Skin name?
No, it's MS SQL. It's SQL Server,
I am asking.
not schema name is DBO.
Actually,
No, not the DB.
Fortnite में hit यूज करते हैं.
Put the database name.
for MySQL, you can use the database name. If it is a MS SQL, you have to use a DBO schema as a DBO. No, are you going to use MySQL, right? Which database are you going to use right now?
MySQL sir.
MySQL. Okay. Then you can mention the database name itself in schema.
Okay.
आपके सिस्टम में MySQL है?
Yes.
लिख लो हो MySQL है.
MySQL ही है sir.
Okay. Then go ahead. Connection info. Yeah.
आईडी क्या है? ऐसे.
Not the essay. I think user is blank. Password is 1 2 3 4 5 6 or blank something.
User is
इसका MySQL का 1 मिनट सर.
Click localhost.
सर MySQL is opening now. इतना कुछ हुआ है.
instead of that you can use MS SQL, right?
I think sir, Safsar does not have SQL server.
Yes.
Yeah, he has.
No.
जिसका डेटा भर दिया है उसका कहाँ से हुआ, वो कुछ दूसरे फॉर्मेट में निकल गया, पता नहीं, ये नहीं
Okay.
पता नहीं.
जी है ना.
No, okay.
Click home.
Localhost. Password is
Prabhu, you can try with this SQL Server.
Okay, sir.
Close this one. Localhost. Localhost.
ऊपर उसमें होल्ड पता नहीं
SA test 2010. MySQL will be down. MS SQL, sorry. Yeah. Schema is DBO. DBO.
DBO, KDO.
DBO. I have the database name.
कुछ डाल दिया दवाई में
Campaign phase 2.
अरे यार फोन कर लिया हाँ फोन करके मैं रेट है ना तुम्हारे पास तो हाँ है यार
एक database name.
ले जाओ यार बड़ा चेक कर सकता है खुद तो जाना है पेंड्राइव में देना ऑनलाइन वही हो इनको एंड्रॉइड डिस्प्ले चेंज करके बता दो और दे देता हूँ
Lakshman,
Yes, Pankaj.
Lakshman, the same error is also coming in MAC address.
Okay, can you also do the same thing? Like, can you just log into the TechRave site and see like your MAC address is mapped over there?
I am already there actually. Where I have to go?
TechRave site dashboard page. Can you able to find out MAC address?
Dashboard.
वो इंटर
Profile.
हिंदी करना था.
Relog.
वो देखते हैं ये लग चाहिए ना एम आर
Okay, fine.
एम पे एड्रेस होगा डालो देख रहा हूँ
कुछ नहीं, क्रेड ऑपरेशन बनाते हैं अपन.
डॉक्टर तो अच्छा है डॉक्टर अच्छा है
उसको इंपोर्ट करेगा ऑटोमेटिक हो गया
सर इंपोर्ट हो गई.
सर
अपन ने अभी ये तो क्रिएट कर ली.
कैंडिडेट और देखिए
कहाँ जाएगा
Right click on projects. Right click on projects.
ओके
Project. Right click on projects. Yes, web project. Yeah. No, so actually the service project is used for the purpose of creating mobile project. At the time of when you're creating a service project, sorry, a mobile project, you'll choose a web project as a service project.
But sir, I'm not getting any option in
No,
this.
for web project, you don't have to choose anything over there. You can directly click on save. Save.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. बात कहाँ पर रखनी?
कंप्लीट हो जाओ। ये लास्ट ऑफ जी
मैं कहीं फोल्डर क्या नाम दे इसका?
स्टूडेंट एप्लीकेशन ओके
Okay, actually after setting the local folder, you can click on right click on student, yeah, and click on generate application. So when you do this, can you scroll down? Can't see anything. Scroll down.
Yes.
So you can able to see everything, and then click on File Explorer.
Okay, sir.
File Explorer. No, on top. Move up. Yeah, go down. Yes.
Over here.
Yes.
Okay.
Click on it. Yeah, here you can able to see all your. No, don't. Yeah, click outside. Okay. So this is your local folder files. So whatever you you have assigned as a local folder, whatever the files it is generated over there, all the files are listing here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you have already created an entity, right? So now you can create services. Go to projects, click on project.
Okay, sir. Over here.
Click on project.
top.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody else over there can guide him how to create services. Pankaj.
Select.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you please guide him like how to create services?
Sure.
Model.
So you will write in the service name, module name. We want to check take the output as a single object or the array. I think it must be coming as a array. Student
Yes, sir.
list. You are talking about the student list or what?
Sir,
Or a
I'm
single
getting
object list.
Yes, sir.
So then you will type as a array, and the name service name should be the same, not the select student, like the
Okay.
get student list or something.
Okay.
Get students.
Yes, sir. I have given name get student service name.
Yes, last. Student, yes, last.
Yeah.
Model name is
Students.
student. Only the student. I think model name must be the student.
Okay,
Fine.
sir.
not the students. Okay. Now select the entity.
Identity.
Added.
Table student. Ali's name
Yes,
is
sir.
student. Fine. There is any join or something with
No,
another
sir.
field,
No
or
joins.
you want to get all one?
Yes, sir.
I think it is the all. The select star from this. So where is the column name is coming? Go down.
Mm.
Click on generate output column.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Output
update.
columns.
Okay.
Generate output columns. There is need the paging or not? No, I think not.
No, sir.
We will show all the. Okay. So click on the generate output columns.
Click on update entities column list.
It is column. Okay. I need now to check.
No, it's
Why
not
we
not
are
not.
clicking
required.
the update? Why we
Okay,
are
sir.
clicking the update entity column list?
Actually, whatever the entities you're selecting under select entities, like in the meanwhile, like if you're start building some services, so you have some one entity, and after that you are building something, and initially you want to add another entity, you want to put some join or something. So that time, if you're adding it something, then you can click by clicking on update entities column list. All the entities in the all the properties in the other entity will also get updated. So what we are doing here is like we
No,
were
no. For example, if I click on the generate output columns, this entity will not come.
no, you have to click on update entities column list. Then after that you can click on generate output columns.
Okay.
Yeah, click on update entities column list.
Sir, I'm going to clicking
But
this.
Okay.
but we are not able to understanding here actually using these two buttons. Which button we have to click first?
Okay. So actually the first button.
As per user point of view.
Okay. Yes, like we can make a note of it. The first button, what we need to do is we need to click update entities column list. So whatever the columns, it is there under the particular entity. When you are clicking this button, like it all these entities will get updated, and it will be available to the following usage, like parameter, join rules, where conditions, group by. So in the below areas, everything will be available, and after that you can click. You can either click or you cannot click the generate output columns. So even you can come directly to the output column section, and you can add one by one, or you can generate over there. So it is an optional. So the mandatory is like generate entities column list is mandatory to proceed further.
Generate
Entities.
update entities column list is mandatory, or generate output column is mandatory?
Update entities column list is mandatory to proceed further from there. Generate output columns, it's an optional. You can generate by end.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now he's going to use a simple select. You can click on generate output columns now, Prabhu. Click on generate output columns. No, yeah.
Generate output. Okay, sir. I clicked that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now whatever columns which is available from your entity, everything is available here.
Okay.
Okay. So for simple select, you don't have to do any changes, like you're not going to call any kind of an expression or something. All you have to do is that your first simple service select service is created. You can go to the top and you can save it. Go to top,
Okay.
save. Okay. Now you have created the service. Instead of creating other services, what we will do is that like we will immediately create one page, and we'll use this service, and we'll try to show something in that one. Okay. Go to pages, pages.
Pages below.
Yeah, right click,
Right click. Add page.
add page.
Okay. Pages.
Do I need to?
No. Put the name, component name, module name, or state name or something.
Yeah, click on component name on top.
Component name.
Yeah, click there.
Component name on
Yeah,
top.
click
Yes,
it, click
yes.
it. Okay. In this page, remove the new page and change the name. Provide some name. Manage students or something.
List of student. Student list.
Without space. And the suggestion is that, like in JavaScript, whenever you're naming something, start using camel casing. You know, the first letter should start with small letters, and if you're adding one or like student list, the first student list it should start with small letter, and list L should be capital.
This one, sir.
Yes, change it as yes, small s. Yeah.
State name.
State name same as student list.
Same as a page name.
Okay.
You can leave it blank. Synopsis is not required. Click OK.
Use the same module name as you have taken in that one, in the services.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so now this is a page designer. Actually, here you can add query strings, view models. You can design UI. You can design the UI, and the controller section is also available. Custom code section is also available. So last class we have discussed everything about this. So now you can click on view.
View.
Okay.
Drag it by items.
Okay.
Drag
So,
it the controller list. Controls. Flex.
flex
Take the
elements.
flex
This
row.
Flex elements.
Flex
Flex
row.
elements.
Flex row. Flex
Flex
elements.
box. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Flex
flex
element.
elements. Yes. Not the column. Flex row.
Flex row.
Yes. Drag here.
That time
I
we
drag-
had told you that layout in row and column. That is flex.
Okay. Now you will need the ng repeat. List.
Yeah, can you drag and drop another one more row? One more flex row?
On this.
Yes. No, drop it. Yeah, second row.
Over here.
Yeah, drop it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, I think it is within that one. Okay, you can just click on the above one and delete it. Click on the above one. No, yeah. Click on delete. Okay. Drag another row. Drop it below.
Row.
Row.
Over here.
Yes, drop it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So okay. Can you see flex box? Flex box on above flex elements. Above flex elements.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah.
can see.
Here, if you see, there is a text box, right? Flex box, split flex box. Expand. Yeah, within that one, type. No, in the text box.
Type
Okay.
30, 40
Yeah.
something. Split.
Yeah,
30
30,
or
70,
70 or something.
30, 70, or 40, 60. Type 30, 70. 30,
30.
30
Space.
space 70. Space
70.
70.
70.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, there are two options, right? First option, no, go to the flex box. Go there. You have typed some 30, 70, right? Near to that, there are two boxes, right? One is split row and another one is split column. Click on the first one, and drop it in the second row. Drag and drop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now, whatever the flux row, you have split it into two items. One is 30 and another one is 70.
Yes.
Okay. Now go to controls. Expand. Yeah, type
Okay.
list. Within the search elements, type list. Okay.
List.
Yeah,
List 3.
list 3.
List 3 line.
Yeah, list 3 line. This side.
Three line.
Your left
Three
side.
line.
Left side. Left side.
Left side 3 line. Yes,
Okay.
this one.
Yeah, select it and drop it in the first 30 section.
First
Yes.
row. First. Yes, yes.
Great. Okay. Now go to controller.
Go to controller. Not here.
Okay. Now in your left side pan, click on the second option. Can you see that there is a spanner symbol? No, left side. Left
Yeah.
side.
Over here.
side navigation, left side navigation on top. Can you see on, go to top? See, there are some options, right? Click on methods.
Yeah. Methods.
Okay, so in methods, if you see, like, there are a lot of options available. It's like one is HTML functions, native functions, Lodash functions, services,
Services.
and
Yes,
whatever the model dialogues you are creating here in this application, all the model dialogues will be available. So the other pages, whatever you're creating, that can be also used here. The pages available, reports, custom methods, and events. All these sections are available here. Now you're going to use services. Click on services. Okay, drag and drop the get students. Okay, from init output, yeah, connect get students.
Fine.
Okay, so for this service, you are not going to pass any arguments. It is an argumentless service, so you can just simply click update. But before that, you just understand this. Like, after connecting from init to the service, you can able to see this two structure. One is input source, and the another one is get students method. So in the input source, like, whatever is available in the view models and the controls, all these sections are available here. From there, your the mapping between the service is connected. So you can click on update now. Okay, so now go to view. So in view, this section is a UI designer. You have already designed your UI. What you did is, like, you have just drag and drop two rows, and in the second row you have splitted as 30-70, and in 30 section you have dropped on 3-line list item. Now go to on top, can you see tree view? Click on tree view. Left side, near designer, below query string.
Yeah.
Click
On that.
Okay.
Yeah, I clicked on that.
Okay, great. So this is a data binding view in View Studio. So here what you have to do is that, see, in your left side, all items are listed as an input source, and in your right side, everything is listed as a controls. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So on top, can you see, like, the data binding type? There is a drop down is also available.
Over here.
Yes,
Sir.
it is a data binding types. Click on it. So there are multiple options available here. So whatever the options you want to bind for the data and input source, you can select it and you can bind it. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to bind the data source for the list. So click on ng repeat and data source. Click on it. Yeah, click. Okay. So now in your left side, can you see get students response list?
Over here.
No.
No.
In input source. Input
Yeah,
source,
yes.
third item.
This one.
Okay, so do you know what is this? So this is the response from the get service, get student service. Whatever the service you have drag and dropped and you have connected from the controller section, can you go to controller? Click on controller on top. Controller.
Over here.
No, top. Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever the service you have drag and dropped from the left side pan to the controller section, and you have connected init method, right? So after the service is initiated, whatever the response you are getting from the service, that response will be assigned to. Can you see on success? Can you see some values are mentioned over there? Yes. Get student
Yes, sir.
response list is the success response of the service. Okay.
Okay.
Is it everybody clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so click on view. Click on view. Okay, now what you have to do is that from your left side input source, the third item, click. From there, connect to the list item on the right side. List item. List item, the below one. Next one, yes. So normally the connection, you can do it in two ways. If you find something is difficult to drag and drop and connect, then yeah, okay. So now the data source is connected. The other way is you can select two boxes and you can click on create connection. So it will create the connections between the two items. Okay. So now what you did is, like, from whatever the response you are getting from the service, you have connected as a data source to the list item. Now the next thing is like, can you see like H3, H4, P tag?
बोलिए जिस फॉर्म को बोला वो ना
Yeah, so for these tags, you are going to bind the inner HTML values. So image, we don't have any image from the available list in the right side, in the left side. So what we are going to do is that we are going to bind the other information like H3, H4 and P tag. So what you have to do is that go to data binding type,
मैंने कुछ चेंज नहीं किया जो प्रोडक्ट
go to data binding type on top,
Go to
data binding type, below one.
The ng repeat data source. Click on that drop down.
Yeah, so here you have to choose inner HTML.
yes, sir.
Inner HTML, yes. So the word itself is explanatory, right? Like within the two tags, you are going to place whatever the content you are going to bind, that will be placed. So it is called inner HTML. So what you are going to do is that, so from your left side, can you see student name? Get student response list. Below that, student name. No, in your input source.
Input source.
So where is input source? Yes, that is input source. Get student response list. Below that, student name.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, so just click on it. Click on the box. Okay. Now come to H3. Don't drag. Yeah. Okay, connect.
Okay.
So okay, so one way you can click and you can connect it, and now you can just click on email. Click on email. No, leave. Yeah, click on email. Yeah, don't drag. Just click. Okay. Now come down and click on H4. Okay. Can you see there is an arrow on top under view tab? Go up. Near the data binding.
View
Yes.
yeah,
yeah.
view के पास में एक
No, this
पास
side,
में
this
एक और-
side.
yeah.
No, come this side. And after delete,
Oh,
the next one. There is an arrow, right? Yeah, there is a one.
Yeah.
So click on create connection. Yeah, click. Okay. So what I told you is like there are two ways you can connect two items, from the input source to controls. Either you can click and you can drag and drop and you can connect the other item, or you can select two boxes and you can click create connection. So it will create the connection between the two items.
okay.
Okay. So now you have binded two items. You can bind the one more item, like you can connect mobile number to P tag. Okay. So now what you did is like you have binded this get student response list to the list item. Now you have binded the other three items below, three items into the H3, H4 and P tag. Now you can save the page. Click on save on top. So the page is saved. Okay. Now go to your left side. On top there is an arrow, right? On top,
Yes, yeah.
left side, there is a small icons, right?
This one.
No, go to left, there is a human icon, right?
Okay.
Click
Oh,
on, yeah, click on the source side navigation. So this source side navigation, it will list all your projects and whatever the files which is there in the project. So you can minimize it and you can expand it whenever you want. Okay. So now you have already created a entity, and after that you have created a service. Then now you have created a page. Now you have to create a navigation. Go down. Click on students. Yeah. Go down. Click on navigation. Bottom. Yeah. No. Click on it. Okay. So the text is not visible, but still you can able to read it, right? The home is there. Right click. Edit menu. Edit menu.
Edit menu. Sorry, sir.
No issues. Third option. Yeah. So now the menu name is home. Keep it as home. No issues. Keep it as home. Okay. In display name, you can type whatever you want, like students. List. Okay. Go to page section. No, don't give any space right now.
Okay, sir.
Just remove the space. Okay. Yeah, select student list. Okay. So now since it's leave the second and leave the next sequence also. Navigation URL and sequence don't change anything. And in the bottom, like click enable default. Yes. Yeah, that
Yes,
needs to be
it's
enabled. Click on default. Click on default. Default show in menu. Okay. So for the first item, all these three switches needs to be enabled. Click on update. So now click on save. Save. Okay. So it is saved now. Go expand the navigation bar. Expand the navigation bar. Okay. Click on student. Right click on projects. Yeah. Right click. Generate application. Okay. Do you have Visual Studio Code in your machine?
yes, sir. I have.
Okay. Can you go to Visual Studio Code?
इसमें किया था सर
सेव
ये है ना
सेव जो है
एक मिनट विजुअल स्टूडियो को ओपन करो
ये कौन सी डेट हो गई?
Lakshman,
Yes, Pankaj.
Lakshman, I am trying at my machine actually.
Okay.
I have created the one database find the table
Okay.
as a restaurant for the restaurant. There is a one table is the user table that
Okay.
contains some user list. I am trying to import. Okay.
Okay.
My
Okay.
database is running on the local host,
Uh-huh.
MySQL, and there is the root name is the root name is the root,
Give
but
me
the password is
Pankaj, hold on. Give me a second.
select
यही ना
it is select
153 है.
Sorry, Pankaj. Yes, Pankaj. Go ahead.
it is asking for the password. Password is compulsory, but I have not set any password for the local host.
Okay. So without password,
It
can you able
says
to import? I think it won't allow, right? It is not.
no, it is working. It
Okay.
is working actually. When I open the MySQL branch, MySQL branch, when I open it the local host, it is showing the table, no issue.
Okay. But here in Visual Studio, you are unable to import it without password.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, because it is saying that we need the password because I have not set. Just I have installed.
Okay.
And the
So
root is by default the root is password, but it is asking for the schema name and schema name and password.
okay.
There is no schema name. Sorry.
Okay. So
Hello, sir. I have opened in Visual Studio Code.
okay, Pankaj, I'll get back to you again. Give me a minute. Okay. Prabhu, click.
Yes.
Just press Control Shift U. Control Shift U.
वही कंट्रोल सिस्टम
Yes, sir. I pressed.
Okay. So in this one, click on Terminal. Click on Terminal. Okay. Here now, if you see in our project, like we have a bow.json and package.json. There are two files are there. So in package.json, all the node packages are available. So you have to install before running this application. You have to install all the packages. So to install all the node packages, what we need to do is that type npm space install. So it will install all the node relevant packages. So meanwhile, we'll just go through the application architecture. So in your left side, in this navigation bar, can you minimize routes? Okay. So there is a top folder called app. Within this app, all the Node.js relevant services are there. So whatever the services you have created, we can able to find out the service right now. Click expand the routes now. Routes. Routes. So first folder, student. Okay, so get student. Okay, so yeah, can you hide or close? Yes. Okay, so this is what the service you have created earlier. Get students.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the line number 9 is then API call definition like API slash get students, and after that within that one, so from line number 10 you are calling another method called get students query. So you're not passing any argument for that one, and line number 20 the same method is available. So in this method we were framing a query, and from there if you see like from line number 27 from common service method we were calling get results, and we were passing this query and other arguments. So once this code is executed from go up, go up, yeah, hold on. So from line number 28, either you will get a success response or you will get an error. So if it is success, the success will be returned back to the client. If it is an error, then the error will be returned back to the client. Okay. So from here we will call back the above method. Can you go up? Yeah. So here we were passing the callback method, right? The same callback is passed in line number 20. Can you see, go to line number 20? Yeah, end,
Yes,
end of the line. Yeah, can you see callback? Yes. So the above line number 10, after get students query, you are passing null, and after that you're passing a method, right? Function results comma error. That method is passed as a callback method to line number 20.
Okay.
Okay. So the same callback will be used once we get the result. Can you go down? So can you see line number, yeah, line number 33 and 30? So if there is an error, then we were passing a null comma error. Then if there is a result, we were passing the results.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. So this is how we were building a server-side service, and so the app under the app folder, rest of the things are relevant to services. You can click on next services. There is a file called next services. Next service. So whenever there is a service created, all the services needs to be included in this. Can you see line number 10?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here we have to use require, and from there you have to specify the path of the JS file, and you have to pass the relevant arguments, app, next, ACL, and other things. Okay. Okay. Now can you expand SRC? In the bottom there is a folder called SRC, right? Minimize this one, minimize the app also. Okay, in SRC click on views.
Okay.
So in views, yeah, student, yes. So here there are two files, one is a HTML, another one is a JavaScript file. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So all your controller code is written in studentlist.js, and all your HTML codes are written in studentlist.html. So here in controller side, what you are doing is like from your init method. Can you go up? Go to top. Yeah. So line number 4, can you see angular.module? The module name is due. In that module, you are adding a controller called student list controller. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the same student list controller, the next one. See, next parameter, student list controller. The next parameter.
Okay.
Yeah, it is mentioned as a function in line number 8. So, and you were passing the necessary arguments for this one. And in within that function, from line number 9, all the relevant codes for this controller is written over there. So we were declaring variables, all the variables and necessary variables, whatever we were going to use in this application, all these variables are mentioned here. And from line number 18, we have a init method. So do you remember from your init method? Go to Due Studio. Go to Due Studio. Minimize this one and yeah, expand the video studio. Okay, can you go to your page on top tabs, right side top. Yeah, click on that page, new page. Click on the new page.
Yes.
This is your page,
I
right?
click.
Yeah, click on controller.
High level.
Click on controller. Yeah. Okay, see, can you see? From your init method, you were calling the get students method. So the same
Yes,
thing
sir.
has converted as a code. Can you go to Visual Studio Code now? Okay, so from line number 19, the same method, get students method is called.
Yes.
Okay, so we were expecting a success response in get student response list and error response in get students error. Okay, so once we get the
Okay, sir.
response in the get students response list, that same response will be assigned to student list VM dot get students response list. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
once go to line number. Can you see line number 21? I'm talking about line number 21. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Can you able to understand? Like the same response is assigned here, whatever the response is returning from that API call. Once we assign
Yes,
this
sir.
response, can you go to HTML, studentlist.html?
Over here.
Yes. So here, line number 8.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
within ng repeat, we have mentioned a student list vm dot get student response list as a data source. From there, it is repeating the items one by one, and that items is binded in the below section.
Okay, sir.
Like student name, email, you have connected as a inner HTML, right? So when you are connecting as a
Yeah.
inner HTML, so these items will be placed within two tags, start and end tag. Within a single tag, like from within a start tag and end tag, we will place whatever you have binded as a inner HTML, that item will be placed. So you have binded
Okay.
to H3, H4 and P tag. So the three items is pasted here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So do you have any questions in this one, whatever I have explained right now, or anybody else have any questions?
No, sir.
Is everybody clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. From your right side, sorry, left side, can you see there is a folder called JS?
Yes, sir.
Expand
This
it.
one.
Yeah, expand it. Okay. So under that one, click on routes folder. Okay. Routes. Okay. Click on app routes. So this page is all about routing. So you have set some navigation values, right?
Yes, sir.
You have clicked right clicked on one menu and you have set some navigation. You have selected some page and you have set some three switches, right? So all the settings will be applied here. So here in this page, whatever the navigation you are setting, all those things will be applied. Along with it, whatever the state name you are providing when you're creating a page. Can you go to Visual Studio? Okay, click on the component name. Component name. Top.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I
So
clicked
in
on
this
that.
one, component name, module name, and the state name. So can you see state name? Whatever the state name you have given here, so this state name will be generated and it will be available in your application. Go to your application now. Go to your application. Yes. Can you see line number 18? Sorry, 17. So in this state provider dot state, we have mentioned the state name. So within that section from line number 18 to 22, we have mentioned the other things like URL of the state and the template URL, where is the HTML file is located, where is the controller is located, and what is the controller as. I think if you remember some last session, like Jiva has explained all those things, right?
Yes, sir.
So everything is available here. So whatever the state name you are providing for each state, like we were generating the route for that one. Okay. So whatever you have set in the navigation for that, the above two routes are available. So can you go to navigation? in the Due Studio. Due Studio.
1 minute, sir.
Go down, click on navigation.
Oh, it's open.
Okay. Okay, not an issue. Right click on it. Right click. Right click. Edit.
Yes.
Edit. Edit. Okay. Can you see there are certain options are mentioned here? The menu name, display name, page name, navigation URL, and in bottom enable default show in menu, right? When we set something as a default, can you go to application? Go to application. Yeah, when we set something as a default, that item will be placed in the line number 4. Can you see there is a simple slash? Line number 4. Yeah. So whatever you are setting as a default, that item will be placed here as a root. Okay. Now for the same student list page, we were setting as a default, so that item is placed here, and we have set the menu name as a home, so that for that home also we have generated the route from line number 10. So that item is also available here from line number 10 to 15. Okay, so this is all about routing. So for Angular routing and to navigate within one page to another page. Okay, here we were using a state provider. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and click on app services in your left side. App services, no, bottom, under routes. Under routes, go down, yeah,
Okay.
app services. Okay, so whatever the services you have generated and the server side, to call that service, we were generating a service code here. So if you go to line number 16, 15, 16, 17, can you see get students?
Yes, sir.
So this get students method will be called from your AngularJS controller page. From there, once the call came here, then from here we were calling the server-side Node.js code. The Node.js API is mentioned here, API/get students. So that whatever that URL is framed, and after that it will call by using HTTP. Then it will call the server-side method.
Okay, sir.
Okay, is it clear?
Yes,
So
sir, it's clear.
how this will be called in the client side is, can you see line number 14? API.common equal to. So within that one, you are calling this get students, right? Can you go to your AngularJS controller, click on the views, click on views.
Okay, sir.
The next one, click on it. Click. Okay. So can you see line number 19? What
Yes,
is
sir.
mentioned here? Can you just read out? It is api.common.get students.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So the same method will be invoked here. So from here we were passing, if there is an argument, we will pass here. So once we call this method, it will go to on top there is a JS folder, there is a file, right? App services, it will go there. From there it will call the Node.js services side. So once you're calling that one, then immediately that call will be hit on the server side. So from the server side, as we earlier discussed, it will try to fetch the data. If the data is fetched, it will return the response from there. So if the response is success, it will come to line number 20 in your controller page.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So is it clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. So you're clear with the HTML code, controller code, and the routes, and the services section, and Node.js services. Everything is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anybody else have any questions? So if anyone is having any questions, please ask so that we can clarify our doubts then and there. No one is having any questions.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am connecting to database, but it's uh, giving up error.
Okay. What is the error? You're also trying without password, or you're having a password for?
Without password. Without password.
Okay. So it is the same method for Pankaj also. Pankaj, like we will make a note of it, like for without password in the bug list. Without password, they were unable to connect it. But what I would suggest is please create a password now and try to use the Due Studio with password. And in our next releases, we will try to support without password also. We will try to check the feasibility, and if it is possible, we will support that also. And
Okay.
right now, for to work on it, please create a password in MySQL and please use the same password here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Pankaj? Pankaj there? Hello?
I think Lakshman is not there.
Okay, he's not there. Okay, no issues. Please inform him, Kushal. So please ask him to create the password and use it right now. So in our next release, we will try to provide that support.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Lakshman.
Yeah, Pankaj, what I'm trying to say is that right now, like I think without password it might not work. So please create a password in MySQL and try to use it. And I'll talk to this
Mm-hmm.
about with Ram sir, and if it's possible, we'll try to provide that functionality support also. Okay.
Sure, sure, no issue.
So Pankaj, is everybody clear with all these things, like whatever I have explained right now? So the Angular JS HTML pages, controller pages, and services routes, navigation, server-side Node.js code. Anybody have any
Yes,
questions?
yes. No, no, no. I don't have any question.
Right
Any
now,
So
I have
anybody else have any questions? Hussein, Kusha, Sagab?
no, sir. Right now, I have no questions, but
Okay.
I'm going to try. Then we.
Okay, I think Ram sir will inform you about this. Like, so I think from next week onwards, in 5 days, like any of on off of the day will be allocated for due training. So you can dedicatedly you can start practicing this. And if you have any questions in using the Due Studio, you can ask me or Ram sir or Arun, whoever is familiar with the Due Studio, you can ask them. Sangeeta, Rohit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
okay.
So if anyone is still not installed Due Studio, if anyone is not using it, please install and start using it. So like whenever we take some classes, it will be easy for you to know what we were taking it. But when you're trying to practice it, then only you will face the real difficulties, and sometimes you'll get stuck somewhere. So please start practicing then and there, so you can clear all your doubts.
Okay.
Okay, I think Prabhu, it's taking long time to install all the Node.js packages. So please wait once it is get installed, and once this one is installed, then install Bower. So all the Bower components is also installed. Then you can start running the application. At that time, you can give me a call. I'll help you running the application. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And
Okay.
before running the application, in your left side, can you go down? Left side side nav, can you go down? Go down. Okay. Can you click on next file from the bottom, third one? From the bottom, third one.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
this file. So here you have to change the connection strings. If the client is MS SQL, then you have to change it as MS SQL. So for this connection strings, you can use the website called nextjs.org. If you go visit the website, you can able to study about all the queries, next queries, and how to build the connection strings and everything. If you want to, you can use it as a reference, or you can give me a call. I'll explain. So for MySQL, you can just change host name, username, and password and database. For MS SQL, you have to change the client name and as well as the other details under the connections. So before running your application, okay.
Okay, sir.
Prabhu, now can you put Bower install in your terminal?
It's installed.
Yeah, npm is installed. Now type Bower space install.
Control.
Password. How can I change the password?
Okay, so let's the Bower will install right now. Okay, now can you go to Due Studio? We'll create one more page and we'll see how to use the grid view. Cancel.
Okay.
Okay, can you close all the tabs on the top? Yeah, close one by one. mouse. Okay, expand, add a new page, add page, pages, 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 yeah, add page. Okay, name here as a student G view or something. Student G view. Okay, student details. Yeah, whatever the name. Okay. Provide some module name. Copy paste the component name. Paste it. Is it not working? Paste. Okay.
Yes, it's working.
Okay. Click on OK. Okay. Now what we are going to do is that here we are going to bind whatever the same service we are going to use, and we are going to bind the grid view now. Okay. So now click on
Okay,
view.
sir.
Click on view. Okay. So what you have to do here? You have to go to Flux Elements. Left side, Flux Elements. Okay.
Okay.
Drag and drop on row. Okay. So now drag and drop on column.
This one.
Column, yes.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, paste it. Place it there.
I dragged and dropped, but I think that did not.
Okay, can you try once again? Okay, can you drag and drop within that flux row and see? Flux row.
Take and put it inside.
No, within the flux row, can you just drag and drop another column?
Put in the column and drag it inside the row.
This one.
Put it inside the row. Inside row.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Is it not
But
working?
working. Yes, sir.
Okay, but it was working in my machine few minutes before. Okay, hold on for a second. Sorry, sir.
बिल्कुल 1 मिनट सर 1 मिनट सर आप भावनाओं में
You don't see anything in the HTML view? Click on HTML view. Click on HTML view. You don't see anything here?
yes sir
Okay, is it the latest version, Prabhu, or it's sometimes old before you have
it's the
downloaded?
latest version it's downloaded today
Today, okay. Okay, so can you do one thing? Can you just cancel this page and can you create a new page and see, like, can you able to see the same issues?
okay sir
Go to views. Okay, click on flex column. Yeah, is it
now it's working
Yes. Can you click on flex column and delete it? I think something went wrong in the previous try. Okay, now instead of dropping within flux row, can you drop it outside the flux column? Okay, great. Can you go to controls? Controls, not controller, controls.
okay sir
Okay, before going to controls, can you again click on view on top? Okay, on controls, can you search element as a grid view? Okay, can you select the grid view and drop it on the flux column? Flux column. No?
Sir, I think that's not came.
Mhm. I
No, sir, it's
don't
not
know. What is the
open.
issue in your machine right now? Okay. Okay, leave it. We'll check again later.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let me share my screen and explain a few things.
PHP में एडमिन में चला दो या कहीं भी चला दो उससे रन होकर वो पासवर्ड चेंज कर देगा.
Team, like I'll just show you like how we can create a simple view like this. Okay, so here this is also created using DuStudio. Here I'm just displaying a 3-line list item here in this side, left side, and after that I have created one directive, and within the directive I'm displaying this whatever the items you're clicking here. I'm just displaying that information in this side, and I have a add button. When I click the add button, there will be a model dialog will be open, and I can enter the values and I can save it there. And when I click the edit button, so whatever the item is selected, that items will be available in the same model dialog. So how I'll just explain right now how we have created this one by one. Hold on for a second. Okay. So I have created one page. So the page is manage alert. So in this page, it's taking time. Hold on. So in view section, I have created 3 rows. So in the third row, I have split it as 30-70, and in 130 section, I have dropped on list view, and in another one, I have dropped a directive. I'll explain this directive later. And in controller, I have called a service. So whatever he did right now, the same way I have called the service, and whatever the response I get it from there, and the same response is binded in this 3-line list item. Okay, binded as a data source, and have binded all the inner HTMLs and everything. Okay.
ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है
So after creating this page,
सर्विस प्रोजेक्ट कैसे बनता है सर्विस प्रोजेक्ट.
what I did is I have created one directive. So the directive section is also similar to the pages. So in views, whatever the items you want, you can create it. So here, if you see, like I have drag and dropped certain rows, like nearly some 5 rows, and in 3 rows, I have dropped labels, and in 1 row, I have dropped a button. So after that, you have to go to view model, and you have to create one view model item as an alert, and you have to set it as an entity, and you have to set this as a global value. Okay, so from here I have dropped an edit button also. So after creating this, you can right now you can ignore this edit button. You can just look at these 3 labels. So what I want to do is I just want to bind some values to these 3 labels. So what I did is, like if I go to manage alert page after creating this directive, if I go to directive section, so earlier, like in this symbol, like we can able to find out flux elements, controls, HTMLs, and directives and templates. So under directives, you can able to see there is an alert directive. Whatever the alert directive we have created, it is available. So what we have to do is that wherever this alert directive needs to be shown on our UI screen, you have to just simply click, and wherever you want, you have to drop it. So I have dropped this alert directive here, and after dropping this alert directive, we have to bind the source for this one. So what you can do is that go to tree view. So there is an alert directive is there. So to bind the values for this alert directive, we have to go to select control. So whatever the values we have set as a global value, that value will be available under alert directives. So whatever the selected item from that list, whatever the items you are selecting, that item source will be binded to alert directive. So is this one clear? Like how we are creating a directive and how that can be used in the page, and how we can connect this one with alert. Is everybody clear, or anyone they don't know? You don't know what I'm explaining right now? If you're giving some feedback, then only I can able to proceed further. Hello. Is anybody clear? Okay. So is it Rohit? Is it clear what I'm explaining right now?
Yes, yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay. So the same thing is binded here. So after by way of this binding, like whatever the items get alerts response list select item. So when we are clicking this one, it will be get assigned to this one, and whatever that selected item will be binded with alert. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll explain the same thing, everything in the next class one more time. I will create one by one, and I'll explain one by one, and I will also create model deluxe in our next class, next training session. Okay. So right now, whatever we have come across today, like anyone have any questions? Like how to create services, how to use it in pages?
No, sir.
So no questions, right? Okay, great. Okay, so if anyone is still not started using Dew Studio, please start using it and start creating projects. So we'll talk to each one of you separately, and we want to review your work, like what you have did in your systems. So please start installing and start using it. And right now, like Ram sir wants to discuss with you for a few minutes. Please be online. I'll ask him to connect.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir.
Hey, it's been a while I spoke with you guys. Hey, basically, I just wanted to convey a few messages to you. I'm not sure Vic sir spoke about this or not. So he wants everybody in our team capable to do the Dew development and become expert on the mean stack environment. So it's not only Dew, you need to understand the whole concept, Angular, Node, uh, all the languages involved in this, and become expert on that. And then, so he was asking this for almost a year, and before, because we had so many other assignments, we were not able to dedicate on this task. Now I think he's pressing this very hard, so we have to make this happen. Now I want everybody spend time on Dew as much as you can, and so part of that, what I was thinking is every week something like see, Lakshman is giving you training. That's fine. That's like he's giving you 1 or 2 sessions every week. That's yeah, you'll be learning something different every week. That's good, but that's not enough. We need to, if you don't try to implement what he's teaching you, it will not go anywhere, and then it will go in thin air. So what I would like to do is spend like 3 to 4 hours every week at the same time. Everybody, dedicate for this, we have to do that. We have to allocate time. I know everybody is busy. At that time, we will make this like a fun work, like kids doing the art drawing or something like that. You guys go, don't worry about what is the output or anything. Just take this as a fun and spend that 3 hours. Try to do something, whatever simple or complex. Let's start with something simple first, and then so since everybody is working, let's make sure we will fix a time. Let's make sure everybody is available at the time, and then so that way it'll be easy for everybody. So I'm thinking Monday, because after the weekend, all the pressing work is done. Monday, you might have a little bit bandwidth. So Monday afternoon or something, after 2 o'clock, let's start like 3 hours every week. Let's start this from Monday, like 2 to 5. We will make everybody available on the time, including myself. I will try to make myself available to help anybody. Okay, so this will make you expert on the language, the mean stack environment, as well as Due, and this will help make the Due mature. And we have a lot of ideas in Due also, but it's because of the resource crunch we are not moving forward. We're still working with other people on marketing. So if more opportunity for creating a reporting platform, and then there's more opportunities available, other languages to support, other platforms to support. So that'll be good, if more resources expert on this. Please try to understand this, and then we'll try to make it happen. It's mandatory from Vixar. He wants everybody proficient in this. Okay. So I just want to convey this message. I didn't think about this until now, because the trainings were going on. I think you got some little bit information now. Some of you're not familiar with Angular and Node. That's fine. Other team members will help you pick up the speed. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions, guys?
No.
Okay, so let's start on Monday 2 o'clock. Let's fix. And I know a few people. If anybody's off on the day, please let me know. So we'll try to make everybody available at the time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So our first practice session will be Monday. It will not be a training session, so nobody will be training you. You try whatever you can. You have Rohit there, and Pankaj, everybody. Whatever your use, help each other. That's very important. Forget about all your differences, everything, and then help each other. And then we will be here, and probably we will launch the GoToMeeting. And if anybody is civil, we can make those 3 hours everybody available on the GoToMeeting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.